Hey guys, it's Ashley Brown, your trusted realtor with Long and Foster Real Estate. We're back again today with my special guest, Ryan Furman from Prosperity Home Mortgage. Today, we're going to talk about VA loans and USDA loans. So grab your cup of coffee, sit back, relax, and let's go ahead and dive right in. Thanks so much for being back here today, Ryan. I'm so excited to have you.
Always happy to be here with you.
So today, let's go ahead and talk about VA loans. What is a VA loan and what's the minimum credit and down payments needed if?
So a VA loan VA stands for Veterans Administration. So a VA loan is available to anybody that is an active duty service member, somebody that has been discharged from service, somebody that has done reserve service within the National Guard for over 6 years. What this program is, generally it is 100% financing for anybody that meets those veteran qualifications. It has generally a lower interest rate than conventional or FHA. The other nice thing about a VA loan is there is no mortgage insurance. The other awesome fact of a VA loan is they have a great product if interest rates do drop. It's called an interest rate reduction loan, which is a refinance, to where basically you can keep refinancing as many times. The closing fees are rolled in. You don't have to do an appraisal. We don't have to verify income. It lets you take advantage of a lower interest rate so that you can get a lower monthly payment. Maybe switch to a 15 from a 30-year with a payment still relatively the same. It just gives you a lot of options. Now, one thing that a VA loan does have is a funding fee, which is kind of similar to how FHA has it. But if you are a disabled vet, meaning basically you have over 20% disability, they waive that funding fee. Now, if you're not a disabled vet, that funding fee can then basically be used into the loan amount. So basically you don't have to come out of pocket for that. We can roll it in and finance it into the loan amount. The other thing too is with veterans, keep in mind, the only person that can be on the loan with the veteran is the veteran and the spouse. So it can't be, you know, my grandfather's a veteran and he and I are gonna buy a house together. It doesn't work that way. It can only be your grandmother or just the grandfather or you as a veteran yourself. The other thing that's a common misconception is that you can't use your VA loan more than once. You can use it as many times as long as you sell that property, or we can also have more than one VA loan out as well, but it has to be below certain limits for each county that you own those properties in. Right now, for instance, if somebody is a veteran and they want to, they can go up to $1.5 million with 100% financing to purchase a house. So that's an awesome thing they can do. The other thing is, keep in mind too with veterans, if you have somebody that has 100% disability, they can also have their property taxes waived for life. So these are a lot of the benefits that extend to a veteran, and it's one of those things that definitely they deserve it, and thank them for their service, what they've done for our country, obviously. And this is one of those other things where we can use also if they're a first-time home buyer and they make below a certain amount, we can use our home warranty with that. We can also then still give them that credit of $14.99. So there's a lot of things we can tie together to make this a really good option for somebody that's a veteran. And a lot of people don't even realize that they have that VA eligibility or just never thought about using it.
Yep.
So it's one of those things, you know, it's definitely an option. It's one of those questions I always ask clients is like, are you a veteran? And it's surprising how many times some people are like, oh yeah, I was a veteran. You know, and it could have been that they were, you know, in the service 30 years ago and they just never thought about using it. Or for instance, in the markets that we've been in the last couple of years, a lot of people were more apt to do conventional financing just because it was an easier process. The VA process is very easy now. We're a direct underwriter with VA, so our basically underwriters can write for VA, so it doesn't go anywhere else to a different place. So that makes the process easy. The other thing is with VA, they're a lot more accepting of past issues. For instance, the minimum credit score is a 580. You can even have it with extenuating circumstances where somebody can buy a house again a year after a foreclosure, after a bankruptcy. So these are a lot of things that are a benefit to being a veteran for sure, that you can take advantage of that a non-veteran person doesn't have these options. So.
Awesome, and that's really good because you kind of slashed the mythbusters there. A lot of veterans didn't even know they could use it again.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Awesome. So Ryan, now let's get into USDA loans. What is USDA loans? I know we covered it a little bit. What is the minimum credit score for that? And are there any down payments, or can people put down payments with the USDA?
Great question. So USDA is United States Department of Agriculture. And what this is a true 100% financing. You do not have to be a veteran for it. The only thing that's a little bit different with the USDA product is it only qualifies for rural areas. So for instance, here in Frederick County right now, you really couldn't buy anything in downtown Frederick, anything in Frederick, but you could look in Boonesboro, you could look in Thurmont. There's other places that if you're, you know, okay with going a little bit farther out, you can use this program with 100% financing so you don't need a down payment. The other thing is you don't have to buy a farm. Everybody hears USDA and they automatically think of chickens and cows and everything like that. That's not the case with this. You can buy a condo, you can buy a townhouse, you can buy a single family. So these are all the options with that with USDA. USDA generally also has the income limits where you can't make above a certain amount. So the only thing with that is we got to make sure if we are looking at USDA, we're going to look at the income to make sure that you qualify for that. And even each county is a little bit different. So for instance, here in Frederick County, you can have a higher income than if you went up, say, towards Washington County where it's a lower income. How they determine the income for each county is based off the US Census. So it's one of those things that changes every couple of years as well too. The other nice thing about the USDA loan is that it's all underwritten here by us as well. The other nice thing about that too is there's no prepayment penalty on it. The other thing about it is that you have the ability to not have to worry about putting a down payment down. Only downside I would say to a USDA loan is what's called your DTI, which is your debt to income ratio, is lower on a USDA than it is on FHA, VA, or conventional. So that's one of those things we would look at and kind of let you know, Ashley and I would sit down to you depending where you're looking. If you're looking in some areas that are more rural, this may be a really good option for you. But for instance, you may only be able to qualify for X number of dollars for the purchase price of the USDA, may be able to go higher if you look with FHA, VA, conventional, Maryland mortgage, whatever. So these are just one of those things that it's kind of a loan that we have. And if you fit all the boxes, it's a great option because there is no down payment and there's not a grant program to it, so nothing's paid back, nothing's forgiven. So it's one of those things, it's a really good option. It just kind of depends on your income and also on the area that you're buying in. And that's one of those things if you're interested in, Ashley and I can let you know what areas qualifies for it and what the income limit is for each county, so that way you kind of know for sure if this is something that we may be able to take advantage of or work. So.
Absolutely. And if you are looking in an area and you're not sure if it's USDA eligible, go ahead and click the link after this and you'll go ahead and see if that area is eligible.
Yep.
And let's go ahead and remind everybody of the special programs that you're offering.
Okay. So right now we are offering a free home warranty for any first-time home buyer that meets below certain income limits in every county in Maryland, DC, Virginia, Pennsylvania. So keep that in mind. The other thing is we have a program where we waive the origination fee for any first responder. First responder, we consider EMT, police officer, firefighter, and teachers. So if you are in that position, if that's what you do for a living, that is one of those things where we can save you some money right off the bat, for going with us for your loan.
Awesome. Some great information today from Ryan. Thanks so much again, Ryan, for being
here.
You
are welcome.
I hope some of y'all found this information helpful, even inspiring. Make sure to join us next time because Ryan will be back again. And we're going to break down the loans again, and we're going to talk specifically about ARMs loans and jumbo loans. You don't want to miss out on this good information, so make sure to like, share, subscribe, and follow. Now remember, if you're looking to make the most of this incredible market, make sure you reach out to me, Ashley Brown, your local real estate agent here with Long and Foster Real Estate, and Ryan with Prosperity Home Mortgage. We're here to help guide you every step of the way and ensure that you have a smooth and successful experience. So until next time, stay positive and keep those dreams alive. Bye for now.